Hi, my name is Kowai and I'm a pastry chef. I'm passionate about making pastries and sugar chocolate sculptures. I've won international awards with my pastry creations. I'm also very passionate about photography so that I can photograph my creation beautifully. And that's why I'm a student and also premium courses subscriber of Beyond Photography like you. I've always wanted good shots of my pastry that can feature my signature brand exquisitely. So, I thought the best person to show me how I can do this would be my teacher and friend, Andrew.
Everybody say hi to Kowai, an internationally acclaimed seafood level pastry chef. And this is his signature Swiss roll. We're gonna learn to shoot this together.
Action!
And viewers, these are Kowai's requirements. The first thing he wanted is this shot should be done with a flat lay orientation, which means that the camera shoots down directly from the top, looking like this. And the second requirement, he wants the background to be completely white like this. We call this the Hexa F. And if you were to take the eye droplet tool in Photoshop and extract the color, you'll realize that it shows 6 Fs on your palette. And hence we call it the Hexa F. And thirdly, this is where the biggest problem steps in. When you're shooting with a white background, flat lay, Hexa F, and the item is in the shape of a cylinder, you're gonna get color bleeding like this. The white bleeds to the side of your product, and Kowai wants no bleeding. Don't worry, I have a bulletproof workflow for this. Step 1, to get yourself the perfect white background, all you need, 2 stools and an acrylic sheet like this, and place it right on top in between the 2 stools. And then get your favorite hot shoe flash, mine the Godox TT685, because it's cheap, it's reliable. Turn it on, set the power to full power or half power at the zoom of 14, which means that you need to pull out this wide angle panel. Point it up, place it directly in the middle, here. Don't do that. You're gonna get a lousy coverage when you have your flash in the center like this. As you can see, the edges of this picture is not perfectly white. The right way to do this, same setting, 2 flashes, half power each, one here and the other one here, like so, and you get bigger coverage and more even Hexa F background. The next step, get yourself another stool. If you're short ass like me, you need to shoot flatly, you need to be higher than the whole setup, so that's why I need a third stool. And let's go through the camera setting as the next step. Whenever you're not sure what is the f value to start, I'm starting with my favorite f8 and an ISO of 100 and a shutter speed below 200. So I'm gonna do 1/125. White balance. Whenever I'm shooting product or food, I like to keep them a little bit yellow. Instead of 5000, I'll go something like 5260. A pretty strange number to have on my Nikon. I'm gonna flip this to manual mode. Do that to your camera so that the camera would not hunt when it tries to focus a blank white perspex sheet. So what I do, I just take a pre-visualization shot, and that's what you're looking for. Completely white, top-down, flat lay background. You're gonna get this on the histogram. Okay, some of you may get shots like this. Take a look at this histogram. Your histogram looks very fat on the peak here, which means you're not completely white. Check your f value. Always drop the f value. As this case, take another shot. As you can see, the histogram is still not one line. That means you're not completely Hexa F. I'm gonna drop it one more time. So keep on dropping your f value until you see that one line like so. And when you do that, your Hexa F. Remember, it's either your ISO or your aperture value. Do not even bother with your shutter speed. As we learned in our e-learning of flash photography, famous 5 number 3 says, the shutter speed controls the ambient light. Precisely. And the third step, which is the most important step of this whole tutorial, is to go get yourself a thin glass panel like this and then support it by 2 stools or 2 chairs and place this glass panel above of this acrylic sheet which is down here. Make sure that the distance between the acrylic sheet and this glass panel is at least half a meter. And it is on this glass panel that you put your product directly on top of the acrylic sheet, not on the acrylic sheet. I know what you're thinking. You're probably asking me right now, why the bother? Why can't I just put the product on top of the acrylic sheet instead of the glass sheet? And this is exactly how you get light and color bleeding. Where the light source is too near your product, you're gonna get your photos looking like this. They don't look nice. That happens because your product is too near the light source, and the acrylic sheet is the light source. So that's why you need to have a separation between your product on the glass sheet away from the acrylic sheet, which is your light source. So where can you get thin glass panels? Simple, here, glass cabinets. Remove the door. Or here, glass planes like this on your cabinets. And the Swiss roll now is on top of this glass plane. I'm gonna position the box exactly how Kowai liked the composition at an angle. The white perspex sheet is still down there. The two flashes are still down there. So I'm gonna get up here and do a few different orientation of the flat lay. But at this point, it's important that you only have the two flashes light up the background. Don't introduce any main light or field light yet. Take a shot. This is how it will look like. And the reason why you shouldn't have any main light or field light is to check how much of bleeding that you get on your product, the Swiss roll and the box. Look carefully. The whole Swiss roll looks completely shadowy, and the box has a little bit. This is not bleeding. How do I know this is not bleeding? If it's bleeding, it will register here on the histogram. It is now here, which means that you are actually in mid-tone. So the lights from the bottom is functioning as a rim light for the box, which is quite good. And only now you turn on the flashes. Looking at where things are, I'm going to be shooting from here. I'm going to put one main light at the back of me, and that's going to have a shadow there. So I'm going to introduce another flash at the front, two studio lights. If you have hot shoe flash, they're good enough. Start with a power 1/8 or 1/4 on your softbox or umbrella. Anything that's not reflective, you can use your umbrella. Let's add the main lights. So I've got a main light here at a 600 watt per second monoblock at the lowest power, because looking at this histogram, it's all registering below mid-tone, which means they're all shadowy. And I've got another light there, which is same power, 600 watt per second, which is also a main light. Why do I not call it a field light? Because they're both same power now. So I'm going to stand up here and focus on the Brad Pitt logo here, which is his trademark, and boom. Oh, beautiful. No bleeding. And that's the right way to do it. Elevate your product from the acrylic sheet. That way you will not get bleeding. I strongly suggest at this point that you check out our snappy e-learning called Understanding Histogram. The histogram holds so many secrets that will improve the way that you should and understand exposure. So sign up now because we are undergoing an introductory promo. I bet for the past 6 months you realize how important it is for you to build your skill and also how important online education is. And that is why for the past 6 months, we have launched a lot of e-learning tutorials and video lessons on our website here. And here's the good news. For the next few days to come, we are having our 8/8 promotion, and you're getting 50% off for the e-learning courses that you can subscribe here. So hurry, head on to our website and check out all the courses that have this promo symbol here, which means that you're gonna get 50% discount when you sign up during this promo period. So remember, building a skill is important, and what's more important is building your skill economically by enjoying this promo. So hurry, head on to our website now.
Andrew, where's the Swiss roll?
What Swiss roll?
My Swiss roll. Did you eat it?
I never eat the things that people bring for photo shoot, okay?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Who do you think I am? Okay. Oh man, this is so nice. There's two of these. You can lick the other one.